Hey guys, welcome back. So today I want to talk about how to get ungated on Amazon FBA, or more generally, how to get ungated on Amazon. So if you don't know what I'm talking about product restrictions on Amazon. If you're a new seller, for example, if you've started a few weeks ago or even a few months ago, you've probably noticed that you're not allowed to sell a lot of items, and that can be quite frustrating. If you haven't started on Amazon yet, I'm going to show you very quickly what I mean. So a product restriction is when you go to your Seller Central. So if you don't know what Amazon Seller Central is, it's basically your personal space where you upload items to your store on Amazon. And you try to list an item at random, so search, and you would get this message here saying that listing limitations apply. So this means that you cannot sell this specific item. And the purpose of this video is to exactly show you how you can get past this limitation and basically get ungated. So first of all, you need to know that there are 4 main types of selling restrictions. If there's more than that, please let me know in the comments down below. But as far as I can see, there are only 4 main ones. So the first one is a category-wide restriction. So this means that you are not allowed to sell any items in the whole category. So for example, a lot of people, when they start selling on Amazon FBA, they're not allowed to sell in the health and personal care category. Then you can have subcategory limitations. This can mean that you are allowed to sell some products in health and personal care, but for example, you're not allowed to sell skincare products. Okay, so that's subcategory restrictions. Then you have brand restrictions. So this is when a brand specifically calls Amazon and says, hey, I don't want any seller to sell my products without my approval. So if anyone wants to sell products of my brand, for example, Braun or Lego or anything, they need to get my approval. So that's called a brand restriction. And lastly, you have the ASIN restriction. So the ASIN, for those who don't know, it's the unique identifier for products on Amazon. So this means that a very specific item is restricted. So this is more rare, but it can happen. Then you need to know that restrictions, they vary from one marketplace to another. So for example, if you use the European marketplaces, you know that, for example, a Spanish guy can sell stuff on Amazon.es, and with the same account, he can sell stuff on Amazon.co.uk or Amazon Germany, Italy, France. And you can be ungated in a category on Amazon.es, but maybe you can be gated for the same category on Amazon.co.uk. And I'm going to show you this right now. So this is the product that I just showed you before. And as you can see right now, I'm on Amazon.co.uk. And if I want to sell it, I need to request approval. So I'm not allowed to sell it on Amazon UK. However, the same product on Amazon.fr, so this is Amazon France, as you can see, I am allowed to sell it. Now, a lot of people think that brand restrictions or selling restrictions in general are a bad thing, and I have to agree with you. They are really frustrating because when you start selling on Amazon, you want to sell very quickly. You want to make some money, so you find a lot of good deals, but you end up not being able to sell them, and that's really frustrating. But I believe that it's actually a good thing, because imagine for a moment that everybody could sell on Amazon, everybody could sell anything. What would happen is that you'd have everyone just crowding Amazon, selling everything. And I call them newbies because basically they don't know what they're doing. they just want to make a quick buck, but they're not really serious, dedicated sellers. They don't really have a business. And by having those category restrictions, we keep those newbies away from Amazon, and that leads to you having less competitions. So if you're a serious and dedicated seller, I have 100% confidence that you will get ungated, if you provide the right documents, if you do the right things. And if you have less competition, it means you can have bigger profit margins. So overall, being having those restrictions are a good thing. Now, there are two main ways to get ungated. The first one, it's, I guess, the easiest way. It's just to wait for Amazon to ungate you automatically. So this doesn't mean that you can just create an account, do nothing for 9 months, and you will be ungated. No, it means you have to sell other things. So sell what you can sell and have good metrics, show that you are a serious seller, and in the end, Amazon will start ungating you. Now, the drawback of this is that it's a bit random. Amazon kind of, it just ungates you in random stuff and also at random time. So it can take months before you get ungated in categories, and years actually. So how can you actually get ungated more quickly? Well, that's by being proactive about it. And you do that by applying to get ungated. And before we see exactly how to do that, I need to tell you that you should probably, hurry and try to get ungated as soon as possible, because I've seen a lot more people now being gated in stuff that you wouldn't be gated before when you first started selling on Amazon. So for example, a lot of Profit Wolf customers, they find a lot of good deals, but they're not able to sell them. And newer sellers are getting more restrictions than the other guys who started before them. So, basically as Amazon FBA grows, as more people find about it, Amazon has to restrict more and more. So the earlier you get ungated, the better for you. Another thing, basic requirements, you need an Amazon Pro account. The basic account won't allow you to get ungated. So this means that you need to pay your subscription. And anyway, if you're serious about doing this, $39 a month is nothing. So it's $39 in the US, and it's 39 euros for the Greater Europe. And then if you're in the UK, it's I think 25 pounds or 29 pounds maybe a month. And you also need to have your account in good standing. So this means good metrics. You need to have good reviews. Basically just be serious about this business, and Amazon will reward you. Now, what documents do you actually need to provide? So remember, this product, I was not allowed to sell it on Amazon UK. So what we're going to do is click on request approval. And you see that here they tell you exactly what they need. So what they need is an invoice from a manufacturer or a distributor. And this invoice needs to be addressed to your name and address, and needs to show that you bought at least 10 products of the specific item that you want to be ungated for. So they say 10 units. In general, it works, but try to go for 15 or 20 just to show them that, basically give them reasons to ungate you. Okay, so we saw that you need an invoice from a distributor or a wholesaler, and that invoice needs to contain at least 10 items. And the very important thing here is that your name and address on that invoice should match the name that you have on your Amazon seller account. And preferably, if you can also add your Amazon store name on the invoice, then it's even better. And more frequently, we also see Amazon requiring a declaration of conformity. So if they do ask you this, they don't always ask that, but if they do, what you need to do is you need to call your wholesaler before you buy the items, okay? Because if your provider, if your supplier doesn't provide that declaration of conformity, then you're not going to buy from them. You're just going to tell them, hey guys, sorry, I can't buy from you. I'll buy from your competitor who might actually give me this document. This is basically a document that the manufacturer of the product needs to give the supplier. So very important. If you see that in order to get ungated in that product or that category, Amazon requires that document, make sure you call your supplier beforehand to make sure they have that document. Okay, so now quick thing about ungating a nascent versus a category. So if the restriction is on the item level, and you'll see that when you click on request approval, you see if you're restricted for this item or if you're restricted for the category, you'll know that. If it's the item, the ASIN, then you need to actually buy this very specific item and provide invoices for this specific item. However, if you get it for the broader category, broader brand, then you don't have to, you can buy any product within the brand or within the category, and I will do to ungate you. And my recommendation, is, buy cheap stuff, because, the only requirement is it has to be a product within that category. So for example, a lot of people who get ungated in health and personal care, they buy toothpaste because it's cheap for one, and second, it's stuff that they can actually use. So they buy the stuff at wholesale, but they don't necessarily want to sell it. They just use it for their personal consumption, and it's also enough for them to get ungated in the health and personal care category. And lastly, you should view this ungating process as an investment. Don't try to make profit. And it's also something that I made at the beginning. I made the mistake. I was always thinking about, okay, I need to get ungated, but I need to buy stuff that's gonna make me a profit. No, just for now, try to get ungated. Even if you make a small loss, that's fine. The objective here should be to get ungated. Now, where do you actually find wholesalers? Well, first of all, you need wholesalers, not retailers. So don't buy, 10 products at Boots, Argos, or Tesco. These won't work. Or if it does, you're very lucky. In general, Amazon rejects those applications. So it has to be a wholesaler, and it has to be a legitimate wholesaler. The more popular, the better. And if you guys need a list, because not wholesalers work, if you need a list of wholesalers that actually have been proven to work, just send me an email and I will reply with this list. I'll try to put this together in a PDF format and I'll send it to you. So just send me an email at contact@profitwolf.eu. Write in the subject wholesalers list so I know what it is. And if you want to write something nice in the text, like, hey, I like your video, can I have the list? That'd be cool. So yeah, do that, and then I'll send you over the list of wholesalers that have been proven to work. So guys, that's it for the video. If you enjoy my content, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so you get notified when I upload more videos. And you know what? Let's do something. If this video gets 50 likes, okay, 50 thumbs up, and you write a comment down below, I will pick a name at random and I will give them a voucher of 25 euros for Amazon. Okay, so like this video and comment, and if I get 50 likes, or whenever I get 50 likes, it can be 1 week from now, a month from now, when that happens, I will go to the comment section, I will pick someone, and I will private message them. So make sure your profile allows private messaging, and I will offer you a 25 euro voucher for Amazon. Sounds good? Cool. So I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.